Two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cairo Santos to kick off.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Arlington. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Neville Gallimore. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's taken in.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. DeMario Overshown there on the tackle.
1-yard gain.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Chicago. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing again. Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Give up the middle with Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
At the 2-yard line.
More after this. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Swift. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Here's Williams. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
From the 4-yard
That was a
line.
perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety.
The tackle occurred in the end zone. Result of the play is a safety. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. Raymond going to return it, and he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
43-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. 2 minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, Dak fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Number 10, Luther
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First down, Bears.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Burden, the man on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with CeeDee Lamb. It'll be 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Throw, left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
22 yards.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tag on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
So 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Raymond now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Second and inches. To throw, it's Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. They'll run with Swift to the 5-yard line.
Swift, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Williams now to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Swift to the end zone. Bears touchdown, DeAndre Swift.
Chicago.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, you know, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across, but the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. What a run by Williams.
That's good for
33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Third and 3.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through. In some rhythm, with drive rolling, here's another first and 10.
16-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. Javonte Williams into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Past midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Cavante Turpin on the return. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Well, it's certainly a lot easier when you have a Pro Bowler back there returning kicks. I mean, he's a guy that really works on his craft, and it shows. And he was not far away from taking that one the distance.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw on the move is caught. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Bears 15. Brendan offering a kickoff for the Cowboys.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Williams pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the play fake, Dak. Got his man at the 6.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan offering a kickoff for the Cowboys.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's got Loveland free left side.
Williams pass.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Will try to throw again. Here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That'll bring up second and long.
Sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
In motion comes Thomas. Throwing on second down. Williams. Open man. That's Rome Odunze. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
But it brings up third down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That is caught. Thomas, he's got it. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10.
First down, Chicago.
On the option, it's Swift, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's out quickly and complete, and he will not be able to make it to the goal line. That's a big stop. They can't get it back to a one-score game. The lead will hold at 9. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So they tried to cut it to 7, could not. Now they know they need 2 scores, and that means here comes an onside kick. They needed that to go their way to have any hope, but it's corralled by the hands team, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
Caleb Williams sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And out. Fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up
This will be second and 9. They'll go again here with Williams. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Third and 8.
Third, they need 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.